Welcome to How to Generate Six Plus Figures from Your Facebook Group mini training. And we're talking about how to do exactly that without ads. I'm Emily Dawn. I'm a lead generation strategist, and I run an all organic marketing agency where we focus on serving female entrepreneurs that want to generate more leads on Facebook, more specifically, generate leads daily without running any ads. In today's mini training, I'm sharing with you how I have been able to generate over $100,000 from my personal Facebook group without running a single ad. I'm going to walk you through a bit of my journey so you can have an understanding of my background and how I've gotten to the place I'm now in, and how you can leverage your own Facebook group, whether you have one right now or not, to replicate these results. Your journey is going to look different from mine. The process is going to look like slightly different too, depending on your niche, your target audience, and all of that jazz. But overall, this mini training is to really show you the monetization opportunities and the mistakes that other people are making, and why actually most people's Facebook groups don't become profitable, and why people end up shutting down their Facebook groups. I want you to avoid that. I want you to see profit coming from your Facebook group so it can really thrive and change your life. My Facebook group absolutely has changed my life. I've been able to be traveling, live as a digital nomad. I am originally from Canada, but I'm currently based in Bali, Indonesia. I've been able to travel to Thailand and Vietnam, all while working online and primarily working on my Facebook group, or should I say, in my Facebook group. So let's get started. I'm all about cut to the chase, zero fluff, all value kind of trainings. So this is going to be sweet, short, concise, but value packed. Feel free to take notes along the way. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out on Facebook and ask me. So my journey started in 2020. At the end of 2020, I simultaneously started my Facebook group and started my coaching business. So I was really learning, like, this online space was new to me, and I had just invested 6K in a business coach without even having signed a client yet. I invested $6,000 on a payment plan with this coach, and I was like, I'm just going to figure this out. And through this coach's program, she recommended that we utilize a Facebook group. So I really went all in, and I dedicated all of my time and energy into growing my Facebook community. And through this, I learned what does work, what doesn't work. And through that trial and error, I was able to generate over one, no, not generate. I was able to grow my Facebook group to over 10,000 members in 1 year without running ads. And as I was growing my group, people were seeing my group grow, and they were asking, how are you doing this? Like, how are you growing your group so fast? And that's when I first launched my Facebook Group Lead Accelerator program, which I have now launched 3 times successfully, where other coaches, consultants, and service providers have learned my 3 connection group growth method and my profitable process so that they can to leverage Facebook without running ads and be able to generate more clients for their business online. Now, fast forward from 2020 to 2021, I saw there was a gap in the market because I knew my process worked. I taught other people how to do it, but there was this group of people that wanted to grow their Facebook group, but time was the problem for them. They didn't have the time to learn and apply. And therefore, I filled that gap by training a team. So I have a team alongside me, which is my agency side of things, Limitless Leaders Marketing Agency, where we offer done for you Facebook group growth and lead generation alongside content creation. So this was like a new avenue for me in my business. So I was now doing like the business coaching side of things as well as the done for you services with the support of a team. So this evolved into a full-blown agency in 2022. And now fast forward to 2023, I am doing lead generation consulting as well as running my agency, serving 6 and 7 figure online entrepreneurs. So that is a brief overview, and that is what I've all done by utilizing my Facebook group. Everything in my business has started with my Facebook group. And so we need to now understand, why are other people's groups not seeing the same success my group has? And why are some groups successful and some not? And why are most groups failing? Why are most groups failing? And when I say failing, I don't mean failing as in they're not good. I mean as in the hostess is giving up, is shutting down the group, and moving on to something else, or saying it doesn't work. First, we need to understand that group size does not equal profitability. So even if there is a group online with 20K, 50K, 100K Facebook group members, that does not mean that group is profitable, because a lot of people have this one thing they're missing, just this one thing. And if they apply this one thing to their already successful group, oh my word, would this be an amazing income stream for them? But the problem is, a lot of people don't know what to do to monetize their Facebook group. And therefore, they may have a thriving Facebook community, but it's not profitable at this point. So, why most people are shutting down their Facebook groups, saying it doesn't work, and having these failed groups um, is because they lack a profitable process. If there is no process, once people enter your group will not be profitable. You may get maybe a few sales here and there by posting content, promotional content, but the consistency is not going to be there. There's going to be a feast and famine. There's going to be a panic. There's going to be a lot of headaches if you don't have a clear sales process. So, a profitable Facebook group is a group that has a clear sales process, that has a process that takes somebody from cold lead to warm lead to hot lead to client. So think about, if you have a Facebook group right now, do you know the stages in which your leads go through once they enter your Facebook group? Is there a process you take them through? Or people are just entering your group? Are you just posting content, promotional content, story content? You're doing all the content types, but nothing's really coming of it. If that's your situation, it's probably because you don't have a proven profitable system in place. So this is what most people's group process looks like, and this is why most people end up giving up on their group. They see the people of the internet, they're able to get the people of the internet into this group, and then they're just in this group. And it's kind of like the same thing. It's like, okay, they're in this group, but nothing's really happening. You may be posting content, but you don't know your leads, like what stage of the process they're in. You don't know, have I connected with them? Have I not? You don't know if they're a cold lead or a hot lead, because they're just thrown into this container and there's no clear stages. There's no clear funneling system that allows you to have that information. We want to know about our leads so that we can serve them the appropriate content, the appropriate material, like trainings and such, to serve them, right? If we're serving a person that's at stage 1, a stage 5 training, it's not going to resonate. So we need to know where in the process our leads are so we can feed them appropriate content, trainings, and nurture that relationship to a point where they're ready to become a paying client. So here is what I have done that isn't this, that has allowed me to generate over 100K from my Facebook group. First of all, when I was starting my group, I established who my group is for. That is the key piece of information you need to know before you start a Facebook group, or if you're, revamping your Facebook group. First, get clear on who is my Facebook group for? And of course, this should be in alignment with your ideal client. Second to that is the foundational pieces, the optimization. So that's going to be your group name. Make sure it's SEO friendly, which means people are searching these keywords on Facebook. Your banner, is it a reflection of who you want in the group? Your description, this is what people can read before they request into your group. And of course, once people are in your group, you want to make sure your content is catered towards your ideal client. You're speaking to your target audience and ensuring your target audience is who is in that group. Okay, so that 1 and 2 is the foundational pieces, essential for setting up or re-optimizing your Facebook group. 3 and 4 is what actually brings in the money, the profitable process. So this is what happens once somebody enters the group. What does the process look like? How is this person being nurtured? Okay, so I have a process and my team has a process where when somebody enters the group, okay, these are the stages they go through to warm them up. Here's the thing, not everybody that enters your group is going to become a client, because not everybody is your ideal client. And there, you always need to consider conversion rates. It's not going to be 100% conversion rate. But what you need to know is the stages to walk somebody through. So every step of the stage, there's going to be people that stay and there's going to be people that go. And the people that go are the people that aren't for you. You don't want to work with them. They don't want to work with you. It's not a good fit. But the people that are meant to work with you are going to make it through each step of the stage. And the last stage is becoming that paying client. So having a profitable process is having those clear sales stages to walk your leads through to ensure they're being warmed up appropriately. That way, when you put out your offering, they're ready to invest. Then, number 4 is a key part to keep you out of the feast and famine cycle. So, what some people do is they do 1, 2, and 3. But then they have up and down with their revenue, with the amount of clients they're able to onboard, and they're in this feast and famine cycle. So, how you avoid that is to continue growing your community. So, growing your leads, right? You're continuing to generate leads while walking people through the conversion process, that profitable process. So, if you grow your group, and then you're working them through the profitable process, that's great. Then at the end of the process, the people that are meant to be clients are going to become clients. The people that aren't are going to drop off along the way. Perfect. But then what happens if you've grown your group and you bring people through this process? Then you're going to have to like start over. Oh, okay, I need to grow my group again. More people in my group, walk them through the process. Oh, I need to start over again. So rather than starting over, what you can do is you can continually have people coming into that first stage of the sales process, continue to bring people into the group while we're working people through the process. And it's a never ending cycle. There's always people coming in. There's always cold leads in your audience. There's always warm leads in your audience. There's always hot leads in your audience. And this is how you have consistent sales. This is how you consistently onboard new clients, because you have leads in every stage. If all of your audience is warm, that's great. Oh, okay, they're all warm, but then they're eventually, some of them are going to drop off, some of them are going to be hot, some are going to become client, and then you're going to have no leads in front of you. So you always want cold leads in your audience. You always want warm leads in your audience. You always want hot leads in your audience. You want people in every stage so that you can continuously work people through the process, and those that are meant to become clients become clients. Can you tell I'm so passionate about this? But honestly, my Facebook group has changed my life. I've seen it change so many people's lives. It just, I'm still mind blown the fact that I started a Facebook group 3 years ago, and now I literally live in tropical paradise, and I love serving my clients. I love what I do. I'm in complete control of my schedule. I have an amazing team. Like, this is all possible because I decided to invest in that coach with the $6,000 that I didn't have at the time, and was like, I'm all in and I'm going to do this. I went all in on my Facebook group. I solely focused on it. And it's brought me here where now I'm supporting others through Done For You services and consulting. So if you're like thinking about starting a Facebook group, or if you have a Facebook group, but you're wondering, should I hold on to it? If you match your Facebook group with a profitable process, you will never regret it. You will never regret the connections that you're able to make. The opportunities that come from it are endless. Let's get back to the slides though. What is the profitable process? So it's exactly what I've said before. It's a proven system your leads go through from cold to client. So I'm all about the visuals. So I have a visual for you here today with the people. Okay, these are the people on the internet, same kind of starting stage as what other people are doing. You're welcoming them into the community. The difference is what happens when they enter the community. They're no longer this just puddle of random people you're throwing content at. There are people that are in the cold stage, there are people in the warm stage, there are people in the hot stage, and then there are the people that become clients. Notice there's some people outside. Why? Because people are going to drop off in the process. Not everybody is meant to work with me. Not everybody is meant to work with you. So that's actually a good thing, that people are going to be filtered out. And when you have a proven profitable process that's in alignment with your ideal client, you're feeding out the wrong people. And therefore, the only people that get to be your clients are those dream clients, the people that you love working with. So, this is why it's so important to know what these stages are, what it looks like for you specifically, and the kind of people you want to work with. So, having that clear process. How have I monetized my group? So, we've gone through what other people are doing, why their Facebook groups are shutting down. What you can do to avoid that is to have a profitable process. First, establish who is your Facebook community for, filling your group with that, optimizing your Facebook group accordingly, having a profitable process, and ensuring you're nurturing your leads while growing your community simultaneously, not just doing one or the other, but doing a balance of both. Now, how can this actually turn into dollars? How can this turn into money? There are many ways that you can monetize your Facebook group, but I'm sharing with you specifically the 4 ways in which I've monetized mine. The top one is, of course, selling my services. So this is both my consulting service as well as my agency services. Secondary to that is selling courses. So this I categorize digital products and courses under the same category here, but any like pre-recorded masterclass digital product I've sold through my Facebook group. Selling courses is that category. Third one and fourth one, affiliate partners. So there's 2 ways I've done affiliate partners. I have affiliate partners for my programs, and I'm also a part of other people's programs and software's affiliate programs. So there's 2 kind of ways. Either other people are promoting mine, which I'm earning from, so they get commission, and I'm of course earning from that sale. And then there's the other way in which I am an affiliate partner of theirs, and therefore if I sell anything of theirs, I'm getting commission. And then that final way is pay promotion. So I've had a few people pay to come into my Facebook group as a guest to share their services, to share their zone of genius. So people have done that as well. So they're paying for the exposure of my Facebook group because I have a large Facebook group. So there are a few other ways that you can monetize, but these are the 4 primary ways I have monetized my Facebook group, which has allowed me to generate over 6 figures. How I created a strong network. So this is so vital in terms of sustainability of your personal brand. If you want a long-term business, if you want to be known online, you need to focus on building a strong network. And I have done this by utilizing the 3 Facebook channels, so the personal profile, the business page, and the group. And I've allowed these channels to also grow my email list. And so by utilizing all 3 of these channels and having their emails as well, I've connected with the same leads in multiple ways, which allows me to show up potently in front of them. Because now if I send out an email and I post on my personal profile and I post in my Facebook group that day, I'm giving one lead, one person, the opportunity to see me 3 times in that day. But maybe they only see my email, or maybe they see my personal profile post and my group post, or maybe they see all 3. But the more connection points you have with one person, the more potently visible you are to that person, which has allowed me to become that go-to name when somebody thinks about organic lead generation and Facebook group growth. So when you see other people in Facebook groups saying, hey, do you know anybody that knows about Facebook group growth? I'm being tagged by people that I've worked with and people that I haven't worked with because I am so visible and I've established myself as an authority figure in this industry and in the way I serve. So you want to make sure you're potently visible by connecting in multiple ways with the same people. This is how you build a strong network. And of course, you need to be providing value to be that person that people recommend. If you want to learn specifically the way myself, my team, and my clients work through a Facebook group to allow it to be profitable, to have that profitable process, you can click the link below. It will give you information on my Facebook group, the Accelerator program. In this program, you're able to see exactly what I've done to grow my group from 0 to over 10,000 members in under a year without ads. But you don't just learn the group growth, you also learn how to have DM conversations, what that process of nurturing the leads look like, so that you can not just have a group full of people, but you can have a group full of targeted leads that become paying clients. And you can do this all without having to run ads. What I've done to Facebook Group Lead Accelerator 3.0 is I've added in Voxer support. So Voxer is a chatting system where you have direct access to me to send me voice memos, to send me texts, so you can ask questions and get support along the way. One of the biggest problems I see with online programs and courses is the lack of presence from the person that has created the course or is teaching it. It's like you have to send them an email, or they make it really difficult for your questions to be answered. And what I want for you is for you to not only see results, but see the best results possible and in the fastest way possible. And for me, what I can do for you is to be available for you. So I'm giving you that one-to-one access to me to ask those questions, so that as you're working through the material, you're not having to wait for a response in a Facebook group or send me an email. You can get that support right away. And Facebook is always changing. So if there's updates on Facebook and you have questions about the new updates, you're then able to ask me those questions in live time so I can get back to you on that. So click the link below, go ahead, sign on up, and I will start that Voxer chat with you very soon. I can't wait to hear from you, and we will talk later. Bye for now.